Big John, Big John.
What is today? The 15th of December. We finished up corn yesterday afternoon. Got everything moved home. Beautiful sunrise this morning. I fed the cats. I fed their chickens. I fed the dogs. The dogs were out running around. I fed the big silver box. A little out of breath. I had to split some wood to put in it. I busted up a couple of big oak rounds. So, a little out of breath. I'm round. I'd say I'm out of shape, but round is a shape, right? Whew. So the truck's been running for 15-20 minutes. So we got the last load of corn in it. And like I said last night, we got to take this one to Toledo, up to the river. Mommy is, hang on. Mommy is closed today. They are full. The river got a train in yesterday, so they made some room. So, let's see up there. All right, stopped at the corner. Got some snacks. Got a Coke and some Oreos and stuff. Cherry pie. Made her up here. It is, it's 25 after. Actually, it's not too bad up here. It's all Michigan double zone in front of me for a while. And there's more over there. And there's more over there. So, the guy at the Andersons at the dump in Maumee, he set up around Flint. They're just getting started. Flint, Michigan. He said they've been way late. They've been getting a lot of rain and stuff, and there's a lot of crops coming off up there. Oh my, hang on, you guys are dirty. Sorry about that. But yeah, he said there a lot of this stuff's coming from up that way. So yeah, so we made it up here, no issues. Get dumped and head home. Well, this did not turn out to be very pleasant. It is now 10:15, and I am leaving there loaded. You got to show the good with the bad, right? Well, she busted my strap. I don't know if you noticed in previous videos, there's two straps that run the length of the truck. The woman with the probe busted one of them straps. That's no big deal. The corn was covering it. She didn't see it. I understand that. I'm all fine with that. She apologized. I said, good enough. Stuff happens. Gentleman comes out, the manager or something like that. He gives me his card and says, sorry, trying to shift gears and stuff. He says they'll take care of it. Send him an email with the invoice for getting taken care of. You know, I'm just going to tie a knot in it and put it back up there. There's plenty of slack. I said, I'm just waiting here for my bomb test. So yesterday, the highest one we had was 6.5. The rest of them were all 4s. The last one was in the 3s. They test me and they say it's greater than 8. So they want to take 50 cents off the top. 50 cents, Doc, right off the top. Well, that just rubbed me the wrong way. So I told him I'm pulling out of line, I'm going somewhere else with it. So now we're going to turn around and drive all the way to Fostoria. I called Legacy. They're taking corn. They're not testing for VOM. Price it here was $4.29. The price at Legacy was $4.19. And I said, you know what? I'm going to call Poet. So I called Poet, talked to Barry. He says, technically we're closed. He says, but you just got something you got to get rid of. I said, yep, last load of corn. And he says, well, we got a little bit of room. Go ahead and bring it on down. I said, what's your price? He says, $5.39. day yesterday. It's good going into Maumee, and I get up here and it's not. So they need to get a little consistency in their testing. Anyway, I'm getting on the highway here, 75 southbound, so I am going to put you guys away and concentrate on the drive. Okay, made her down here to Fostoria. Got this card last year, so we'll have to see if it works this year. Ethanol plant, Poet biorefinery. So I called him on the phone. He said technically we're closed, but we got a little bit of room. So evidently people are asking, they're coming down because there's a few trucks in here. So they probe you. I know it's hard to see with the sun. They probe you, then they got to return. And they blow the corn probably from the load before you right back in a little spout there. So yeah, we're gonna make some moonshine with some of our corn. All right, here we go. We'll give this a try. Well, we got a lucky farmer's truck in here behind us. County line truck that I was chasing all day yesterday up to the Andersons, he was pulling out. Good morning.
Is this for?
John Rupke, 50% for sale. Charles Rupke, 50% for sale. Not Republic Elevator. You want this back? I mean, I scanned it and it said Republic.
I got a change for you, so it's under Rupke now.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, it come up as Republic Elevator. Well, I don't want to give my money to Republic Elevator, so. 11.7 on the front axle, 57 on the drives. $104,000. That's the smaller pit, but we've been in and out of small pits all harvest. So they're loading distillers into the train cars. One at a time. about this. We might be able to dump both of them at the same time. Where can I put you? I'm good. I think we can. Smells so good in here. This is the leftover stuff after they basically make the moonshine. This is what's left of the corn after they process it, and this is a big part of it. They sell this as speed stock, as a feed supplement, so that's why it's so important that they keep an eye on their vomitoxin, because this goes to feed. This is what they're loading in them rail cars. They load this out on semis. All different kinds of uses. Yeah, this is the bigger pit. The smaller one's on the other side. So yeah, that's cool. I gotta go check. Thought I did. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, there's the tanks where the tankers come in and load the ethanol out. Now, you would think, you know, hey, that's moonshine, but they actually truck gasoline down here, and they mix a small amount of gasoline with it just to make it non-drinkable. It's as soon as it comes out of the still, basically, it's made poisonous with gasoline added to it. And then when they have a oops, there's a big concrete bunker there. I don't know if you can see the pudding. It's about the consistency of pudding in there. That's when something goes wrong and they have to clean things out before it's dried. That's what that is, and that's called wet cake. I've hauled that for a couple guys around the area that have cattle. So now, well, can you see? So now we'll punch out. Scale out. And we're at 27. When we get our printout, we make sure everything is good. $1,368 bushels. 55.8 on the test weight, 18.4 on the moisture. Damage 4. At the house. All right, made her home. Got all my tickets for all the beans and all the corn, with the exception of the ones that Kirk dropped off that he hauled. Speaking of Kirk, hang on. Got this parked up here in front of the barn, out of the way. But I have a job for later on the day. Kirk brought the air compressor over. You see the yellow thing out there? That is the air compressor that me and him bought together years ago. He started borrowing / renting one from Dave Morshon over at Kansas Grain. We used to haul wheat for him. We used to grow specialty wheat for him and take it to Kansas, and then Fridays we would haul out to Nabisco, and so the price wasn't quite as much as growing regular wheat and taking it to the Andersons or ADM or anything like that, but by the time he paid us to truck more than what we brought in, we made a little money on the deal and made a good friend, a good working relationship. So we used to borrow his. Kirk started doing it, and then I got in on it, blowing the combines out. It's so much easier to blow all the stuff out of them compared to trying to wash all that stuff out of them. So we borrowed / rented days for, it's probably 3 years. And then me and Kirk got to talking about it. And he says, you want to buy one? I said, yeah, let's buy one. So he did some shopping around, and we found that one for a reasonable price. And we took the old Ford, the gooseneck, and the Rhino, and went down. It was a couple hours away. I want to say it was down Ada, somewhere down around Ada or something like that. We went down there and back in the sticks, and some little backwoods country roads to get to this place, but we got there. And hang on, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. That was Lester. I've seen him coming out of Fremont, or out of Fostoria, after I unloaded that load of corn. So we're gonna go cut wood. Anyway, he got out of work early Friday. Anyway, so we went down there and dickered with the guy, and we got it for what we figured was a reasonable price. And he goes, "How are we gonna get it on your trailer?" I said, "Well, I'm gonna take that rhino and hook onto it and pull it up on the trailer." He goes, "That thing will never do it." I said, "Oh yeah, she'll do it." He goes, "No, we'll have to push you with something else." I said, "Just let's try it." And so we hooked her on the back of the rhino, and it buried the suspension. It sucked her right down to the ground. But I put her in low and went out his driveway, and it was kind of uphill. So I come up his driveway and then put her down in four-wheel drive in low and right up on the trailer. And he was shaking his head. He says, "Man," he says, "that thing I got won't do that." Well, he had one of the ones from Farm and Fleet or Rural King or TSC or whatever, you know. It's not as well, not as powerful and stuff like that. But so he was impressed with that. So yeah, then we brought her home, and we've been using her ever since. Had a couple little things that Kirk fixed on it. Obviously changed the oil, and it's a John Deere engine. It's a John Deere compressor. But nothing major. Changed some fluids out. We've put batteries in it. There was a fuel switch or something like that he had to change too. And but yeah, so it's been a good investment. So anyway, that was Lester. We're gonna go cut wood. So I gotta get all this stuff in the house, let the dogs out for a while, get my saws all in order, and we're gonna go. All right, headed uptown. Filled Clifford up with gas. Got some beverages. Gotta stay hydrated when you're cutting wood. We'll see you down there. All right, well, it's about 4:45. Oh man, you guys are dirty. Whew. Sorry about that. But anyway, we made it to the woods. He's happy. I'm happy. So we've got some oak. 12-foot trailer. And yeah, there's a bunch. See, I had the heart the other day. He just got the he's got the oval. Anybody knows why this oak starts to turn green in here? Let me know. I'm sure it has something to do with minerals and stuff like that, but we've seen it happen before. Somebody can explain that to me, I'd appreciate it. There's the other one. But yeah, nice jag of wood on there. And the Bobcat was sitting here for a week. I didn't come and get it, but I needed it at home. I got some projects to do with it, so we just cut a few and put them in the back of old Clifford here. There's a wad of wood in there too. So deer season bonus weekend is tomorrow and Sunday. So we wanted to come down here and get a jag today while we could, and I wanted to get the Bobcat out of here just so it's not here in the way. So having the mountains are blue. Yep, the mountains are blue. Cheers, everybody. You can't cut wood without drinking a beer or two. Anyway.
Although we have.
Well, yeah, this is the first time. This is the third time we've been down here cutting.
Yeah. And the first time we've drank.
And the first time we had any beer down here. So it's all downhill from here.
Or uphill.
Oh, what a beautiful
Depending on
day.
how you want to look at it.
Yep. What a beautiful day. Sun's going down over the Nye's house. Everybody say hi. And yeah. Go home and get this unloaded and get the Bobcat off the trailer and think about supper. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you on the next one.